Hey everyone, it's Jay, founder of Matters of My Heart and Jay the author, and welcome back to hashtag Words by Jay. So it's been a while since I've done a video for hashtag Words by Jay, and I'm actually driving into the office today, stuck in traffic, but it doesn't look like I'm stuck in traffic because I'm actually moving now. And it's funny because I start moving as soon as I pressed record. So crazy. But anyway, I don't like to waste a lot of time, so in between time while I'm stuck in traffic, I like to be productive as well. So I decided, why not record a hashtag Words by Jay, because it's been a minute and I miss doing these videos. I also miss writing, but I've been so busy preparing to leave my 9-to-5 job, as well as completing or building Matters of My Heart, and really looking at the brand and, you know, strategizing, which is what I love to do. I love planning, you know, things. So anyway, what's on my mind this morning? A lot of things actually, but I posted something on Facebook yesterday, and I was reading through. Well, I was looking at my Facebook timeline, and I saw a bunch of selfies, and they were from all different kinds of angles that you know, females were taking pictures, and it just made me think about why we take selfies, but also why we angle the camera, you know, a certain way. And well, not recently, but I also saw where Kim Kardashian has this whole lighting thing on her phone, so that every picture she takes is perfect, and it has the perfect lighting, the perfect picture, blah 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 blah. But you know what, you know, I'm so analytical, but what it really made me think about is that we really don't want people to see our ugly. So if we don't allow ourselves, one, but other people to see our ugly, are we really working on being pretty? Just made me think about it. You know, Matters of My Heart, we talk about the untalkable. We talk about things that are really hard to talk about. And in those discussions are revelations of things about ourselves that are not always pretty. I remember when I first saw myself in the mirror for the first time, I mean, really saw myself, how ugly I was, and how for a minute I was so disappointed that, you know, I thought that I would always just be an ugly person. I mistreated a lot of people because I was in a really broken place, and so I was giving out a whole bunch of broken pieces, and in that I was hurting people. And then I saw myself in the mirror, and I realized that, yo, I gotta make a change, not for anyone else but for myself, because I was a single mother at the time, and so I didn't want to spew off all of that verbal vomit to my child. Really, my daughter saved my life in so many different ways, and preferably one day she will understand just what she has brought to my life and how she has changed me for the better. I decided to be, you know, into the journey of healing for my daughter's sake, because I didn't want her to experience what I experienced, but I also didn't want her to be the victim of my abuse, you know. Hurt people hurt people. I say that a lot. I've heard it from Joyce Meyer, but when she said it, that thing stuck with me. Hurt people hurt people. So I was in an era of hurt for a long time. Why am I sharing this with you right now? Because, you know, I just feel that a lot of people on social media only want to, you know, show that they're in a good place and that they're perfect and that they're okay and that they're happy with life. But deep down, there's some stuff going on that's being untouched and unscathed. And until you begin to really purge some of those negative things, you're always going to be on this merry-go-round of happy one minute and pissed off the next, or sad and depressed the next, and not wanting to get out of bed the next day. You know, you're always going to be on this merry-go-round of what we consider life. So my thing is, I don't seek happiness. I don't want to be happy. Happiness is based on what happens. Happens is circumstantial. So things change all the time. I want to be content in the state that I'm in. I want to rest in the surety of knowing that God's got my back. That He knows what's best for me, and that He will supply all of my needs. I need to be able to rest in knowing that, without being on this merry-go-round of feeling up one moment and down the next moment. I'm so sick of that lifestyle. But anyway, so that's what's on my mind. Just thought I'd share. I'm going to have some other things. I'm going to start doing Facebook Live a little bit more randomly now, because I want to do a campaign, hashtag Silent No More. I talked about this yesterday on Facebook Live, that I want to do a campaign, hashtag Silent No More, of doing video submissions. I want to gather as many self-made videos of people telling their stories, and you know, submit them to me, and I'll put it together in a pretty little packet, and then we market the hell out of it, because matters of my heart needs to go beyond the walls of Maryland, beyond the walls of Mississippi, beyond the walls of where all my family and friends are, but beyond the walls of the United States. It really needs to go into the world. Abuse doesn't just happen here. We don't even want to get started on what happened in other countries. So abuse is everywhere, but it can be maintained, it can be stopped, it can be prevented if we take a united front, if we join forces, instead of working in this competitive world, but join hands, join voices, and come together. And you know, I reach the people in my corner, you reach the people in your corner, and move that forward. We can eliminate domestic violence. I believe that. No one can tell me different. I know other people feel differently, but we can eliminate it without causing more violence. Violence begat violence. Oh my God, I'm so sick of it. I'm over it. So I am going to get ready to go into this office. I have one more week here, people, and I'm anxious to get started. I mean, I have so much on the plate for matters of my heart, and I haven't even touched Jay the Author in a minute. It's like its own little machine. I woke up this morning and like people are still buying damaged goods. Thank you for everyone who has bought a copy of Damaged Goods. Thank you for those who continue to buy. The book is still selling, and it's been out for what, a couple of months now. I'm still every month I get I get a deposit into my bank, and so this morning I woke up and I got one. And it's like, I like this feeling. This is entrepreneurship at its best. But anyway, I digress. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next vid. And hey, do videos with me. Let's chat. Let's chat it up. Catch me on Blab every Tuesday night with my counterpart, Fire and Ice Blabs. We talk about anything that we want to talk about, whatever's on our mind. But again, those heart conversations, we're not talking about what's the best fashion, what's in the latest fashion right now. We're not talking about celebrity news. We're not talking about gossip. We're talking about real life issues. And I'm so proud of myself for saying that without profanity. I can grow too, but whatever. So anyhow, love you guys. See you on the next vid. Hashtag Words by Jay. I'm out. Bye.